we need to say goodbye to this room. Okay, we're now checking out. Everything is checked, everything is cleaned, and we're on our way to the next hotel. I'm seriously going to miss this room. It was so nice staying here. And the rooms, it was just so beautiful. Anyways, we really need to go. It's already 12 o'clock, so it's checkout time. Let me see, turn off the lights. So we have to drive for like an hour now to the other stay. It's a little bit far. Anyways. Whoa, oh my god. I don't want to show too much because I'm gonna show it to you now. But we just arrived at our hotel in Sidemen. And oh my god. Like literally, okay, wait. So okay, we entered, right? So we entered our room. And I was like, oh, that's nice. As in because the views are incredible, as you can see. Like wow, from both sides. So we have this one here, like a balcony, and then we have this one here as well. So I thought, oh, that's really nice, right? But then, like, I go out on the balcony here, and I see him walk to the other side, and I'm like, whoa, this balcony is huge. Like, is that ours? Guys, look at this. So this is it, right? This is our hotel room. And then you come here and you have like a full-on additional room, which is so crazy. Like, what? And you have like 2 bathrooms. So we have here one and one next to, like, on the other room. The only thing is like it's open, so literally I don't know if you can see like the ants walking here. They come from outside, which is okay. I mean, as long as they don't get into my bed. How nice is it to sit here and, you know, work or something? Not work, I mean just sit on your laptop and, for example, edit. Okay, so as I said, we just arrived at Sidemen, and the plan is to stay here for just a couple of nights. I think around 4 nights, so 5 days in total. And from here we can just go to a lot of surrounding places. So it's a little bit more countryside. We also got told that Grab is not allowed here, so everything has to be done either by scooter. I'm just a little bit hesitant with renting a scooter and driving one here. And otherwise we will need to have like the local taxis. I just hope we won't get scammed, so I think we have to negotiate a little bit on prices, etc. here. But it's really beautiful. As I said, like, for this whole vacation I had 0 expectations, so I let Miguel arrange everything and I just follow wherever he goes. But it's wow, so beautiful. Literally, I'm stunned. So you're surrounded by mountains, as you can see. It's also close to the volcano, and it's wow. It's so quiet, but still, as you can see, like, we have like a nice hotel here, and behind us is even a nicer one. Behind us you have another one. I think that one was like different price wise. Okay. So these skewers are not from chicken, but it's like a corn or something. I'm not quite sure. No, I really think it's corn. Such an interesting combination. This nasi goreng tastes a bit more natural or so. Do you know what I mean? We are now exploring the rest of Sidemen, and I'm actually burned for the first time, which is crazy because I never burn like in my life, but I think the sun is so strong, and I'm quite sure I actually use sunscreen, so it hurts a little bit. But we are now just going to walk down the street. It's just basically 1 or 2 streets to see what kind of stores they have and places where you can eat, because basically all of the hotels have restaurants and you can also go and eat there, obviously. So I think we're just gonna try different restaurants for different days, which is so nice because the views everywhere are phenomenal. Up there, like this whole thing, this whole level is our hotel. As you can see, you can look out from there all over the rice fields here. We were actually pretty high up the mountains. What?
Thank you.
We tried to walk the street of Sidemen. Walking down, we noticed that it was kind of towards the end of the street, so we walked back up. And when you walk back up, you come across, you know, some of the restaurants and some coffee shops. But we decided to pick this one because it was like up, and you have a lot of views here. So as you can see, this is the balcony view, and we can see the volcano here. And because they don't really have high buildings here, so whenever you just go 1 story up, you have the wind coming through. So it's very nice to sit here because it's a shadow, and you also can cool down a little bit because it's extremely hot when you walk on the streets. So this is perfect. As you can see, the wind is blowing. It is so quiet. But that's also why I don't want to speak too loudly. This is where we're sitting. The prices are also really reasonable. I expected it to be a little bit less here because it's a village, but I think it's quite the same as in Ubud price-wise. Yeah, I think the food in the hotel is the same price-wise, and here for the coffee it is less, 30,000 max for coffee, and in Ubud it was, I think, around 50 or something, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly. I have so much respect for the people who work here in this heat, because it's not an easy job. I mean, especially like it's labor, and it's also super heavy labor, so it's like very physical, very hot, and they also wear like a lot of covering clothing because they want to protect themselves from the sun. So you can imagine how hot it must be when you are exercising, like moving, and also wearing covering clothes. So like, so much respect for them. I'm just sitting here trying to soak up this beautiful environment. Like, seriously, it is crazy. It is so peaceful. It really reminds me of our time when we were in Switzerland. We also had like this cottage kind of place with a balcony. It was way smaller than this and was in between the mountains. Actually, it was really peaceful and very, very beautiful. And I have some sort of the same feeling here. It really takes you back and you just want to sit here all day. I don't think I can get enough. And honestly, if you ask me this or Ubud or something, 100% this. Because I feel like Ubud is so crowded. I felt like anytime you wanted to go out and do something, there was like a whole traffic jam going on, and you couldn't really nicely walk on the street because everything was so packed and full, and you had to look out for cars or scooter bikes coming, etc. And I felt like the only thing you could do there was really just go to a restaurant, sit and eat, without really being able to be outside and enjoy because of the crowd. And yeah, I don't know, it really depends on the person you ask. Probably I think there are a lot of people who really, really love Ubud, and yeah, it really depends. They say Canggu is even busier. So I'm really curious to see what that will be like. So if you're coming to Bali and you only book Canggu and Ubud, I would really recommend to like adjust your trip. Come to Sidemen for like a couple of days and enjoy this. This is incredible.